Welcome back to the channel Trading Simplified. I'm a trading enthusiast and love to simplify trading. To get started, just a reminder that I'm not a financial advisor and this video is for entertainment purposes only. In today's video, I'm going to show you the one fund that you need to retire. All you have to do is put your money in this, max out your 401k if you can, or Roth, or traditional IRA. Just put your money in this one account, do it for 30 to 35 years, and you're all set. This video is not for day traders. This is going to be for where am I going to put my money? I'm working at my job in my 401k. Where can I put it just to have it safe? And the goal is to max out your 401k. And I'm going to give you the reasons why and explain it in this video. And I'm going to give you the one fund that you need, and you don't need to invest in anything else. And anybody else that's telling you anything else is lying to you, because it's very simple. And even Warren Buffett says this is all you need for retirement, and it's true. It's proven over year. And I'll show you with real numbers why this fund, any S&P 500 right here, the one that's highlighted in yellow, is the only thing you need for retirement. And if you have 30 to 35 years on your side and you're young and you're working and you can just put money away into your 401k or even a Roth, which we'll explain later, all you need to do is put your money in it and just forget about it. So the S&P 500 is the only thing you need to retire. If you have 30 years on your side and you can put away even $10,000 pre-tax every single year, you will be just fine. And I'm going to explain why. I don't want to make this video just exclusively to people that make a good amount of money. So let's just say, you just got your entry-level job and you're starting at $35,000 a year. And you are able to put away 10% of your paycheck pre-tax. That means that each year you're going to put 10% of $35,000 away, which means you are going to put $3,500 away to your retirement when you turn 59 and a half, and then you will be able to collect this. And now we're going to assume that you got no increase and that you never got a raise and you made $35,000 your whole year and you didn't get an employee match. So your total investment is $35,000 over 35 years at an 8% annual return. Now when we look at this over time, over 35 years, that would be worth an astounding you can see it's over $600,000 just putting away $3,500 each year for 35 years. Your total amount of money that you put away, that was your money, $3,500 times 35 years equals $122,000. Now, over dividends and capital gains and making 8% a year, that $122,000 that you put in over 35 years equates to $552,000 extra dollars added on top of your $122,000, which equals over like $675,000. So even if somebody's only making $35,000 a year, they're putting their money away, they're getting 10% of their paycheck they're putting away, so $3,500, and then you do it for 35 years at 8% return, you'll still have $650,000 saved. Now I'm going to bring up another example for a higher income earner that is able to put some more money away. Now let's say you made $50,000 a year. So now you make $50,000 a year, and you say, hey, well, I make $50,000. I'm watching this video. I can put away 10% of my paycheck. That's $5,000 pre-tax. So that means before taxes, you're going to put away $5,000 for the total of the year. You're going to invest it for 35 years at an 8% return, and that means that when you did this, you put away the $5,000 a year, and you're going to have $175,000 of your own money that you invested over 35 years, and it's going to earn you over $788,000 in earnings, just making 8% a year. And that is going to be worth close to $1 million, so almost made the millionaire mark right there if you only just did $5,000 every single year, 35 years at an 8% return. And 8% is kind of low. Honestly, the S&P 500 returns like 10 to 12% a year, but we're just being very modest just to give, a little bit smaller numbers just in case. So 900,000. Now let's say you say, hey, well, I make more money than that. And, I make $75,000 a year. So now if you make $75,000 a year and you can afford to put 10% of your paycheck away, which is $7,500 a year, and you get no company match, you did it for 35 years, you made 8% annual return, that's the difference of making $1.4 million a year. And you scroll down to the bottom and you can see right there, 1.4 mil. And the reason is you're putting away that $7,500 a year. So in your fifth year, you've already put up your own money, $3,700, and it really hasn't added up. In year 7, you're at $52,000 your own money, and you're not making any company match. But after 7 years, your $52,000 has earned you an extra 18 grand, 17,951. When you're 20 years in, you already invested $157,000 in your own money. You made 8%. Each year, that adds an additional 251,000 to your 157,000, which puts you at a nice benchmark of 400,000. You're already, half a million after 20 years. And your 35th year is really where it adds up. You have 262,000. It's grown into this 1.1 million, and you're getting 8% on that, which is huge. So now the next thing I want to bring up is, let's say you make more money now. You make 100 grand a year. You make 100,000 a year. It's $100,000 gross right there. You're going to put 10% of your paycheck away right there. And you're going to get no employer match, nothing, and you're going to invest over 35 years, which is great. It's a great starting salary if you're making that already, and you're going to be able to put at least $100,000 away. I'm sorry, $10,000 away each year. Turns out to be 1.9 million is what you're going to have after 35 years. And the blue is showing how much we are contributing, which is 10,000 every 2 years. Look at that, 130, 150, 170. But look how much after 20 years. You have $200,000 that you invested, but over that 20 years, that account grew an extra $335,000. So that account's already over $500,000 after 20 years, just by putting $10,000 away for 20 years. And then when you get to 35 years, at $350,000 you've invested, but it's grown to 1.5 million. So this just goes to show you that just putting away some money a little bit at a time just adds up. And I want to give you one more example for anybody that doesn't have the option for a 401k. They only have a Roth or a traditional IRA where they can only put away $6,000 a year. So let's use that example. You can only put away $6,000 a year. So a Roth, you don't have that ability. You don't have a 401k, your job. You can't put money pre-tax away. If you have the ability to put after-tax money in a Roth or even a traditional, and you can only do just $6,000, your initial investment, and then every year you just deposit $6,000 and you get an 8% return, and you just do this every year, $6,000 every single year. When you calculate this, it comes out to $1.2 million. So it's just a no-brainer, because the interest that you're going to earn on that 8% is $900,000. So anybody that's just starting out at a new job, and you're very fortunate and you have okay financial status, you can put anything away, $100, $200 a month away, whatever it is, cut out the Starbucks, whatever it takes to get to the $6,000 a year, and you can do this for 35 years. I mean, you're making 1.1 million you're going to have in the bank. You don't even have to worry about it. Just put in the S&P 500, call it a day. And for people that are starting they don't have as much time, like 25 years, look at the difference. 35 years versus 25 years. It's only worth $500,000. And it's the same $6,000 investment invested yearly to 8% return. So it just shows you the more time you have, the more money you are going to have. So 30 years, $6,000 is $740,000. 35 years, we saw this, 1.2 million. Now next, I'm going to show you, on Fidelity what I use and the fund that I chose that I'm just holding forever, and that's all I do. I just put my money in that, especially for my job if it's a 401k. This is the fund that is all you need. You look for anything that says S&P 500. And this, because it's Fidelity, they call it the Fidelity 500 Index Fund, but all it's a fancy word is that it just follows the S&P 500. That's all you need to retire. It's not as difficult as everybody else makes it sound. People use advisors. There's no reason to, and here's the reason. Look at the expense ratio, 0.015. That's how much this fund charges you. You get charged 15 cents per $1,000 that you have. So if you had $10,000, you'd get charged 0.015% every single year, which is peanuts when you look at the 10-year annual return here, 16% every single year that you're getting. It just went up 30% in 1 year. Granted, you're going to have times where it pulls back and stuff, but you just put your money in, keep buying, and just forget about it. And that's it. That's all you have to do. It's like investing simplified. There's no reason. You get dividends. The fund goes up over time. There's really no reason to even invest in anything else, especially if you're at just like your regular job and you just need to put money away. you just keep putting your money in here and you just keep forgetting about it and you don't touch it, you don't take it out. I mean, look at this, from 2012 to 2021, it went all the way from literally 10,000 to up to 45. I mean, the gains are just incredible. It is hard to make money day trading. And I think anybody that is a day trader, it's great. I love day trading. I like to simplify it, but I just wanted to make it a simple fund that anybody could do. You don't even know anything about the stock market. You could just put your money in here and you just invest this for 35 years and then you pull it out. And as you get closer to retirement, you're 55, 50 years old, then you can start maybe pulling some of that money out and, have a financial advisor to take care of it. But just look at the track record. This is why Warren Buffett just promotes the S&P 500. It's just a no-brainer. I mean, it just goes up over time. It has dips, but look, it just recovers because the market's always bullish over time. So that's my 2 cents. I just wanted to give you one fund that you needed, all you needed to retire. And if you have a Roth, you have a traditional IRA that can only do $6,000 a year, this is the fund to pick. If you have a 401k, this is the fund to pick. Always find one that's just the S&P 500 with a really low expense ratio. So it's not costing you anything to put it in there. It's very cheap. Because when you start doing like these high expense ratios, that will eat at your returns over time. So that's all you need. Just wanted to sum it up, give you something simple, but yet very effective, and it beats the market. And over time, you don't even have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about anything that's happening. You just put the money in and you forget about it. All right, so that sums up Trading Simplified. If you feel like you learned something, please subscribe. And if you have any comments or want me to elaborate on anything else, please leave a comment, and I'll definitely make a video about it.